Welcome again for another daily ASMR session. Well, again, for today we gonna return in the historical feudal Europe to meet the most respected, worshipped, appreciated kings. Well, this related to the chronicles, local chronicles, of course. And let's meet 8 of the most worshipped kings in medieval ages. And we're gonna start first with a very well known king, Charlemagne. Charles. Or Charles the Great. Charles the Great. He was the king of France between 768 and 814, and the emperor of the Carolingian Empire. Some stats: he united much of the Western Europe and was crowned Emperor of the Romans by Pope Leo III. He founded the Carolingian Renaissance, reviewed art, culture, and learning, and expanded his empire to include modern-day France, Germany, and northern Italy. A quirky fact about him is that he reportedly couldn't write properly, but instead insisted that his children be literate, including his daughters. Charles the Great, the king of Franks and emperor of Carolingian Empire. Okay, so this why he was the first. In our list, now second, Alfred the Great. Alfred the Great. Alfred the Great, King of Wessex. King of Wessex. 871 until 899. Well, what is known in history, he defended England from Viking invasion, and it's considered the founder of English nation. Founder of English nation. First English king to be called the Great. Quirky fact, according to the legend, he once disguised himself and lived among the Danes to learn about their plans, so he acted as a spy or as an informant. Alright. Next, another respected king is Louis IX. Louis IX, or Saint Louis. Louis IX, King of France. some stats. He was canonized as Saint Louis in 1297. King Louis led the 7th and 8th Crusades. Some historical facts: reformed the French legal system and banned trials by ordeal. He built the Sainte-Chapelle in Paris to house relics like the crown of thorns. A quirky fact about him: he wore a hair shirt under his royal clothes as penance, even as a king. King Louis IX, or Saint Louis. Also from 1226 until 1270, his reign. Another one, which is well known, is Richard the Lionheart. Richard the Lionheart, King of England. King of England from 1189 until 1199. Spent less than a year in England during his 10 years reign. Led the Third Crusade and fought against Saladin. He's renowned for his battlefield bravery and charisma. Well, he prefers speaking French over English and loved writing poetry. A very cool fact, right? Richard the Lionheart. Good. Let's advance to the next well-worshipped king in the Middle Ages. This one is from Castile. It's Ferdinand III of Castile. Or Saint Ferdinand. Saint Ferdinand, his reign 1217 until 1252, and in Leon 1230 until 1252. Stats: he was the king who united Castile and Leon. So, united Castile and Leon. And major victories in the Reconquista. He was canonized in 1671. He reclaimed over half of Muslim Spain. And a quirky fact: he carried relics of saints into battle as a spiritual armor. Carried relics of saints into the battle as a spiritual armor. Ferdinand III of Castile, or Saint Ferdinand. Alright, time to advance to the next one in our list, which is Stephen I of Hungary. The first of Hungary. first king of Hungary from 1000 to 1038, converted Hungary to Christianity and was canonized in 1083. So, converted Hungary to Christianity. And was canonized. Historical facts established a strong ties with the Pope and Western Europe, making it a very respected kings among the Western European kingdoms. He created the Christian monarchy in a previous pagan region. He preserved his, now the quirky fact, his preserved right hand, known as the Holy Dexter, is paraded annually in Budapest. So, Stefan I of Hungary. Next one in the list is Edward the Confessor. Edward the Confessor, King of England. King of England from 1042 to 1066. Last Anglo-Saxon king before Norman conquest. So, last Anglo-Saxon king before Norman conquest. He's known for piety and building Westminster Abbey. Westminster Abbey. He became saint in 1161. In 1161. A quirky fact: was believed to having healing powers, especially the king's touch for curing scrofula. Edward the Confessor. And now the last one is Cnut the Great. Cnut the Great. Or Cnut the Great was king of England, from King of England and King of Denmark, and Norway. So was King of England before 1016 until 1035. King of Denmark between 1018 and 1035, and King of Norway from 1028 to 1035. Well, what's so important, why so respected? Unified a large North Sea empire under Christian rule, and is known for stabilizing England post Viking conquest. famously demonstrated his limitation by entering the sea to retreat. It didn't, but this is a sarcastically quirky fact, as he is known try to demonstrate by ordering the sea to retreat. Good. Well, so now we know at least 8 of the most beloved rulers in the feudal ages or Middle Ages. And here, now we know also some quirky facts about them and the reasons why they are so worshipped. And they were so worshipped. I want to thank you again for attending to this history lesson. And I hope, of course, you enjoyed. If you aren't subscribed yet, I will be very grateful if you can do that. It's the only support that I'm asking for. Thank you very much for watching.